For many years, I was a stay-home mom, and there was a behavior that I noticed. Whenever someone would call her, I would have to be on the phone. Certain children would take that as their cue to ask me for, another cookie or to do something that they probably wouldn't be able to do. But they used the fact that I needed to talk on the phone and I was in a sort of pressured situation to take advantage of that and use it to get what they want. Addicts and people with poor boundaries do the same thing. They're looking to get your cooperation at any cost. So before I read the next reading, what I wanted to say is very oftentimes people are just worn out and stripped of their own identity and stripped of their resolve. They're just beaten down every day by the addiction, possibly by children, possibly by a partner that's undermining their authority, possibly by a lot of things external that aren't particularly helpful for your children or for you. I think that no is one of the greatest things we can ever say, particularly to our children. So I would encourage parents and spouses and siblings and family members, when an addict is asking you for something, to make your default always know, I need time to think about that. It helps you get away from the pressure that they've created, whatever gaslighting they're engaging in, whatever their agenda is, and kind of pat yourself down and figure out, well, what am I comfortable with? Is this appropriate? If you're a parent and you need to go talk things over with your spouse, you need to be a team. You never need to be, should never be making unilateral decisions. Um, so remember, no is, really one of the best responses you can give to the people around you particularly when you've been steamrolled and you're trying to figure out what it is that is the appropriate thing to do in a particular situation. So, yes, under pressure is never a good response. Here we go, March 11th. I've chosen my epitaph, says an Al-Anon friend. I want it to read, quote, he's finally minding his own business. We laugh, enjoying some relief and contemplating the lighter side of a serious subject. Those defects of character that seem so hard to shake. Laughter makes our frailties seem easier to bear, and we can forgive ourselves for our imperfections. What a change from the days when we hid in shame from our flaws or used them to beat ourselves over the head. My friend and I resolve that in the future we will try less, accept more, and let go of our impatience, self-criticism, and self-hatred. We take a deep breath and say, help me, higher power. Help me remember that the purpose of making mistakes is to prepare myself to make more. Help me remember that when I'm no longer making mistakes, I'll be out of this world. Today's reminder, in a way, I will always be a beginner. There will always be some new challenge to face because life is ever changing, and so am I. Because of this constant change, every tiny little action I take involves some risk of making a mistake. It takes courage to participate in life. Today, I can applaud myself for trying. I'm doing a terrific job. Here's the quote. My higher power is the confidence within me that makes me unafraid, even unafraid to make mistakes. And that comes from a book, As We Understood. Blessings on your day. Get out there, live, try something new, make mistakes, learn from your mistakes, and make some more mistakes. Blessings.